Hello, I'm Peter Towers, Managing Director of ESS Small Business. Welcome to this overview of the ESS Grants Identifier. You know, the Australian, state and territory governments allocate about $3 billion per annum for grants and financial assistance, special loans to businesses, primarily small, medium enterprise businesses. This product gives you the opportunity to identify government grants that your business might be eligible for. What we request that you do is to complete the business profile form, which will require you to give some details of your business, type of industry, number of employees, years in business, location, do you export, do you import, those types of questions. You will need to identify your sales and the number of employees on a full-time equivalent basis that your business employs. You'll need to indicate the business industry code. This is the code that appears on your business's income tax return, and you would record that number. If you don't know it, we've included a link to a complete schedule of the Australian business numbers, registration numbers that are utilised by the Australian Taxation Office. We also need your contact details, your business's website, address, and the contact person in your organisation who would be responsible for answering any further questions that we have relative to the identification of the grants that your business might be eligible for. When you've completed the business profile form, we would invite you to email that to us at ESS Small Business, and at the same time we would request that you pay our fee of $199 including GST into the account that we nominate. We will then process your form utilising the ESS BizGrants software, and we will then forward to you a grant report identifying the government grants that our system has identified that you are potentially eligible to apply for. With the grant report, you will receive an article on each of the grants that we have identified. This article has been written primarily to target a small medium enterprise audience, so we have tried to eliminate government jargon and clearly identified what the grant is for, who it applies for, how you go about receiving the grant, and what your obligations are back to the government department that has supplied the funding. You will also receive a grant application requirement form, which is a step-by-step analysis of what's required in the application process. This is to assist you in preparing the actual application, because preparing government grant applications is not easy, and most SMEs will need some assistance in completing the application process. If you require, we will be prepared to give you a quotation to prepare the individual grant applications if you wish to do so, but you don't have to. You can prepare the applications yourself, or you could approach your accountant or some other person to prepare the applications on your behalf. We've also prepared a webinar, Processing Grant Identification, which takes you through this whole process on a step-by-step basis, and you will be able to view samples of the articles on the individual grants and samples of the grant application requirement form, and obviously the grant report itself. Thank you for your interest in looking at this video on ESS Grants Identifier. I look forward to being able to service your business's requirements. Have a great day. Goodbye.